morning. Very happy to be with you active agers. If this is your first time in my class, my name is Jean Green. Welcome back. If you've been taking my classes at the St. Joe Lincoln Senior Center here in St. Joseph all through the summer and maybe even last year. So the first thing to remember is just do what your body tells you is good and feels right. You're at home. I cannot see you. I can't show you what might be a safer thing to do. You're going to have to rock the boat a little bit, but do not tip the boat over. So you all have common sense, logic, and lots of good life experience. So just try to come to your edge, but please don't slip over the edge. So the first thing we're going to do is warm up. It's going to get our bodies nice and warm and prepped. It takes about 3 minutes. Then we'll add strengthening in. Some of the strengthening will be a body weight strengthening, no bands required. We're only using a band today, but the weight of our body and gravity will get us stronger. There are also body weight moves that we should be using in our everyday activities of daily living. And then we'll also do things that bring our heart rate back up. We're also going to incorporate neuroplasticity, which is kind of a long word, and what does it mean? It means engaging our brain and having to think while we're doing movement. So I might ask you to name a vegetable while you move the left side of your body. That would be neuroplasticity. So we're using our brain to its best power, not just our muscles, heart, lungs, and all the other good stuff that happens from activity. So we're going to get started. Just pick some fun music to start, and if there is a problem, this is our first time videotaping it. We're going to get feedback, and I promise we'll keep changing things as we find out. So we'll go ahead and start. First thing we want to do is move every part of our body if we can. Let's bring those thumbs straight back. I will try to change my position since there's no mirror behind me, to be able to see my body from the front, sides, and back. So just soften up those knees, reach those arms up high, palms face each other. Step forward, reach this time with a tiny little back bend. Deep breath in and out. So we're thinking about the opposite of a posture, slouching and rounding forward. We're going to do this 3 to 4 more times.
Very good, boys. What else would you like to do?
2 more. Last one. We're going to warm up those thighs and knees so the feet are going to stay planted. And we're just going to start bouncing. I want you to feel your thighs getting firm from your hip joints down to your knees. Try to balance your shoulders over your hips. Hips are being balanced over your heels. So make sure you feel like you're tipping slightly backwards, not on the balls of your feet. So from the side, it looks like this. Roll those shoulders back. Maybe thumbs going out to the sides, palms forward. So we have this for about 30 more seconds. If you can bounce a little quicker. Feet stay completely grounded, flat, no tippy toes. Breathe deep. All right, can you go just a little bit faster? We have about 10 more seconds. Big breath in, 5 more seconds. All right, we're gonna reach right arm up. My right arm is not the same as your right arm. Teaching what we call mirror image. Right arm up. Good. Moving a little faster. All right, march it out. Big posture by lifting the chest, chin, pull it back. breath in. And out. Big, big arm movements to the side now. Breathe in. Palms face forward if possible. One or two more. Alrighty, another movement going sideways. Step. Just a little step. Why do we have chairs? Because some of this you should be able to do seated. Let's step to the second side. Really like for you to work on balance, either with no support or with the chairs. So I'm going to move back behind the chairs for those of you who are using them. Good, let's march it out. Chairs remind us of good posture. 4. This time take it slower. Bigger step. About 8. To your right. Take it down. Use your chairs to help you back up. Big body weight movement. This is a pause. Notice my foot in the center of the chairs, aiming forward. And my foot in the center of the chair is really not moving. Great. You got this for maybe one more on this same side. All right, let's take a deep breath in. Can you find tippy toes with the help of a chair or 2? Or try no chair. Bring it back down. All right, a little bit slower, but we're going to finish the second side. Stepping out, let's go for about 8 of these. Just because I give you a number doesn't mean you have to go to that number. Take your time, land on that foot. When you land on this foot, push backwards, keep the knee behind your toenails. We're going to take about 2 more. And then we're adding arm bands, strengthening. Good, 1 more, let's concentrate on balance. First, find those tippy toes, heels high, feel all 10 toes. Then maybe 1 or both arms reach up, or forward, or out. Let's lower on down. Alrighty, one of my favorite, works those back muscles. So from the back, looks like this. If you don't have a band, it's okay. Imagine you're squeezing those muscles from brain power. Pull them down as if you're pulling these really heavy arms out through mud. Breathe. While we're standing, firm up those thigh muscles as if you're trying to pull the muscles above your kneecaps higher and higher. So legs are doing an isometric contraction. Arms are doing an isotonic contraction. Elbows out, shoulders, top of your shoulders coming down. Be really careful of how your wrists are. Keep them neutral in line. So if they're bending inwards, try to push them outwards. Good. Remember, smaller range of motion depending on your joints. Great way to modify. We have just a little bit longer, 15 seconds to be exact. Take breaks as you need. Exhale, pull down. 2 more. Last one, let's hold it just a little bit longer. Try balance. Can you shift weight lightly onto your right foot? And then gently, can you shift your weight onto your left foot as if you were carrying a box and walking? Good, let's release. Band down. Let's slice those arms nice and quick. Palms face in. I'm going to step back so I don't hit the chairs. If you need help with stability, take one arm at a time. Soften the knees, make sure they can bounce. If you're doing both arms, reach up. Remember, we're not flinging our extremities. We're using control. Imagine scrambling up a ladder, reaching up and pulling yourself and scrambling up quickly. Good. A few more. We're going to take it down a little bit. Big breath in. Next breath, if you want to try tippy toes, reach all the way up onto all 10 toes, and then heels come back down. All right, roll those shoulders out. Let's get our heels to feel a little bit as if they compress into the ground. Balance would be hands anywhere you want them to be, at your sides, crisscross. Working on balance here, one-legged little tiny squat backwards. So squatting backwards is a little bit easier on the knees. Lunging forward, a little harder. All right, we're gonna stay in this position. Work on those lower leg muscles, shins and calves. 4 more like this. Bend your standing leg. That'll be your left leg. Pull your toes and shoelaces towards you. We're doing 2 things at once. So if you have to choose one thing, sit down and do just the foot. Or stand. Or bend that standing knee. Think long, strong body. Can you go a little quicker? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shift those hips. Think up, down, side to side. 4, 3, 2. Second side. Here we go. First, just come on back. Push your toenails towards your shin. Dig that heel in. All right, got our breath. Come on down. You're in that little small one-legged squat. Tap the toe, pull the toe. Pick your pace. But we don't move at the same pace all day long, depending on our activities. So neither will we in class. Good, nice and quick. Remember, focus on pulling toenails towards the shin. If you need to, relax your standing leg or have a seat. Moving along a little quickly because half an hour will just fly by. 4, 3, 2. Let's stand on up. March it out. Still have your bands. We're going to go for an overhead press. Now my band is a little too short, so I'm going to sit down. You have a choice of sitting or standing. If your band is long enough and it won't break or snap, stand on it with right foot, right hand. Palm faces in towards your body. And then just try to reach forward and up. Breathe. Do not hold your breath. See if you can use support from here. We're going to try about 6 more. We're working on control, pushing forward and up. Don't worry about getting your bicep muscle next to your ear. If that works for you because you have that flexibility, that's fine. We're mimicking putting something up on a top shelf. Your plate, a box. One more. Can you hold it up there just for a moment longer as if you're pushing something on that top shelf? Slowly, slowly slowly raise that arm, come on down. Okay, second side. This time I'm gonna sit down. You can sit down with the band underneath you. You can use this chair to help your posture. Good, same motion. If you're working on posture, see if you can get your back off the chair behind you. But if you need the support, your choice is yours.
I've spent all my money. I've lost my respect.
Remember, we're lifting from the arm. We're still trying to keep some space between the shoulder and the ear. So if we're hiking the shoulder up and then lifting, don't worry about the shoulder. Keep it down and just use the arm where it can go. 2 more. Last one. Let's hold it up there just for a moment as if we're pushing something a little longer onto the shelf. Very carefully, we're going to lower something as if we're lowering something breakable. Carefully bring it on down. And let's roll those shoulders out. 1 at a time is fine. And then I'm just going to check with Maureen, who's helping us operate the camera, what my time left is.
13 minutes.
All right, so we're about halfway done. 13 minutes. See if you can pace yourself. All right, let's stretch out these shoulders, chest, back. So they're called gaiters. My thumbs are aiming down. If your arms don't open as wide as mine, it's okay. Bring these arms a little more forward. Okay. The higher your hands go, the higher your elbows go. We want those elbows to come down. So this is the optimal position for me, right at my jaw. All right, we're gonna exhale, bring those elbows close. Stretch out that upper back. Use your chest muscles, squeeze those elbows. Inhale, open your chest muscles. Now squeeze your back muscles, shoulder blades squeezing in towards your spine. Pick something to look at straight ahead of you. Take your time with this. We're gonna exhale, the elbows come forward. Inhale, nice deep breath as you pull your back muscles strong. Again, standing is part of your activity. So if you'd like to stand or sit, please choose one or both. If you move faster, so does your breath. Exhale, inhale. And I just keep looking off to the side where my clock is. All right, let's reach those arms all the way back and up. To get our heart rate back up, we're going to imagine we're bringing one hand to our back pocket and one hand towards our ear. And you don't have to turn your head to the side like I am, but pick something down on the ground to focus on. And you can just move those arms as if you're running. Or you can add some heel lifts. Or you can add some foot lifts. What I want you to do is pace yourself. We've got a whole minute. Okay? So, facing slightly to the side. This way. We're going to go 40% for the first 10 or 15 seconds. And then we'll increase the speed till we get done with our minute. Ready? Here. Back pocket. 4, 3, 2. Now switch. We're going 40%. So move comfortably. See if you can find the feet to march or heel lift. Let's go a little faster. Remember, feet can move a different pace than arms. They can be still. A little faster. Your speed, your choice. You don't have to pick up the pace. We're halfway done. So you're at 50 to 60% with those arms. Maybe you're getting tired, so just do the arms. All right, here we go. A little faster arms with or without the feet. Remember, hand towards ear. Hand pulls back towards pocket. Can you give me 10 more seconds? This is your fastest 10 seconds you can go. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. You're running, you're sprinting, or you're just power walking. All right. Feel that heart. Don't stop moving, breathe. If you're seated, march your feet. Reach those arms. Calisthenics incorporates getting our blood moving. All right, remember neuroplasticity. When you move forward, I'll tell you right or left leg, vegetable or fruit. So, I can't hear you. I'll start you off with some examples. I like my chairs like this, taller posture. So, we're going to move that right leg forward into a lunge. I'll turn a little sideways. We're keeping the knee over the ankle as best as we can. The furthest it goes is the shoelaces. Keep that glass of water without a lid on your head. Let's try 4 more on this side. All right, step back a little further, make sure your shoulders feel good. All right, march in between. Second side. This is bothering your knees. You're going to step backwards instead of forwards. So we've got about 8 to 12 of these. If balance is not an issue, try a balance challenge. Oh no. Don't worry. Make up your own music in your head. Count and breathe. We're just here to be active. And I forgot to shut parts of my phone off while teaching, so sorry about the interruption, the sound. All right, let's take our last one. Whew, march it out. Okay, we're gonna march forward. When you reach forward with that left limb, think of a vegetable. Leftover vegetables. Good mnemonics. When we come forward with that right foot, we're gonna do a fruit. So right is fruit, left is vegetables. And let's do 2 left. Name a vegetable. Squash, radish, right, kumquat, ugly fruit. All right, let's march it out. You're getting the idea. Now we're gonna step backwards. So this is a lunge back. Balance on one leg for a moment. Bring it down into that backwards lunge. A little easier on your knees. If balance is good, try a challenge with those arms. One or both, off the chair. All right, let's do right side, your left side. So now we're gonna make it harder. We're gonna use the brain to think about fruits and vegetables. Last one. So the music is soft and slow. We want to make sure we're moving through the entire movement with control. So let's get those legs moving just for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Remember, leftover vegetables. Fruit, right side. So I'm just going to call it out. Let's see how you do. Left leg forward. Think of that vegetable. Left leg backwards. Think of that vegetable. Right leg forward. Think of that fruit. Right leg backwards. Think about that fruit. So, I don't know what you're thinking, but give it a try. Let's go. I'm going to mix it up. Forward, back, and right and left. Left forward. Right back. Right back. Are you saying a fruit? Left back. Left back. Right forward. Name something. Right forward. Left forward. What is a tomato? A fruit or vegetable? Right back. Mine is left, yours is right. Right back. Good, left back. So if I'm doing something different, plug into what you're hearing or just what you're seeing. So I'll not speak, just do the mirror image. Fruit. or vegetable. Back. Back, same leg. Back, other leg. Do it again. Switch legs forward. Take your time. Same leg forward. Other side, switch forward. Alrighty, let's put that brain at ease. We have about 5 more minutes. Inhale deep. Exhale. We're gonna go back to our arm strengthening band. So we're gonna all sit down for this. I will face the camera at a diagonal. I like to use support on my back. So, second chair. You can either put support on your legs or support on your chair. But as you lean forward, make sure you have more help for your spine than just your abdominals. Let's sit on our band. We're gonna pull this band out to the side. The elbow's gonna softly bend. Okay, thumb down. And lean forward as best as you can. Whatever works for you. This is another alternative. Chair right between your legs. Look straight down, try not to follow your arm. And we're gonna pull out and in. You're feeling your shoulder blades slide up and out, and in and down. We're here 30 seconds. Take your time. If this feels comfortable, maybe palm to the ground instead of thumb. Try palm to the ground, thumb forward. We're leaning forward. Try to keep your back long like a table. Like to think of an ironing board that includes my spine. Put your weight forward. We're leaning forward. We're ready for second side. So let's hold it right here just a smidge and longer. And come down as slow as we can, like we're pushing through thick molasses. Alrighty, and change, second side. And hang in there for about 2 or 3 more minutes. This is our last exercise. Thumb down, elbow soft. Breathe, exhale, inhale. Just make sure your breath is not being held, it's moving. Alrighty, let's try 2 to 4 more. Work on that last one, save some juice. Alright, if this is your right arm, are you going to tell yourself a fruit or vegetable? Alright. Let's go ahead and have a seat or stand. I'm going to have a seat. We have 1 more minute. So let's scooch a little bit. All right, reach those hands up, palms back. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lean forward a little. Inhale up. Exhale back. 1 more big breath in. We're cooling down. We're finishing the last little bit of stretches. Good. Hamstrings. Sitting forward. We have 1 minute, so sit tall. Hinge from your hips. And let's take 2 big breaths in. Drawing your toenails towards your knee is an option, not a necessity. Now you have to make sure your own heart rate has come down. Let's go ahead and do this second side. If you prefer to stand, use your chair, step back. Keep your posture just beautiful. Soften the back of your knee that's stretching. Toes up, long spine front and back, including the neck. Take a look at the floor, 6 feet in front of your toe. 1 more breath in. Step your feet together. You can stay seated or stand. Alrighty, thank you for joining me. Please remember to stay active still the rest of the day. I just got you started moving. Stay moving. We will be doing half an hour pace yourself. Join us for the other classes, also on YouTube, Rocco and Carolyn, and then also chair yoga. So thanks for coming, and thanks for listening to your body.